is the righteous going to inherit eternal life on this planet. The wicked of our people, they get in a lake of fire. They're going to be, it's bye-bye, finished with you. Yes. The Lord is bye-bye. Bam.
Come on, Bishop. Black bourgeoisie, right? Here in Atlanta, of course, we have a real big class of that. DEI, seeing how right now people are losing those nice, comfortable government jobs.
Yes,
how do you
sir.
feel about seeing black people, especially black people in high-ranking spots, losing out jobs and things like that because of DEI?
They just got rid of the general.
Yeah, I saw that. For a 3-star general, he was a 4-star.
Yeah, 4-star.
Yeah.
CQ something. I can't remember his name. CQ something. Charles Q. I can't remember the last name. But anyway, he was over that DEI thing too. He was one of the first.
Yep.
They fired Joy Reid.
Yep.
This week.
2 days ago.
She was on the news, on TV, crying and crying. And listen, I don't wish bad on nobody, not at all. But we've been warning people. In these last days, there's going to be an administration that's really going to come against our people. Right. The Biden administration, they helped set us up for a time of, they exploited our debauchery. When I say debauchery, meaning our people, we're the only race that glorifies debauchery. We glorify ratchetness. No other race does that. China just said we got to get rid of rap music. Right. They said the things they're rapping about is bringing down Chinese society. But America glorifies it. Kamala Harris had, what's her name? Megan Stallion.
Glorilla.
All these people twerking on the stage. And it's glorified. No. I'm going to give you another example. If you notice, what's his other? Maury Povich. Yeah. If you ever look, I'm talking about the cases where they say, you are not the baby's father. And a black woman runs off crying, ah! But meanwhile, she was condemning him. You no good, you this, you that. Then it turns out she was in the midst of adultery. The crowd, the audience, who do they comfort? Is it the man or the woman?
The woman.
The woman.
Followed her.
Meanwhile, the man is standing there like, what the hell? Even in cases where the father is hoping that's his child, and it turns out he's not the baby daddy. The audience comforts the woman who's crying. And the father's standing there like, am I in a Twilight Zone or something? What's going on here? So we are back to that DEI, where it's hitting black people, white women, homos, humpbacks, and midgets. Everybody getting it. Everybody's getting it. And do you read that thing for me, right? 1 Peter 4:17 again. So we're going to get it. We're at the time where black people is going, you're going to learn today. You heard it, you're going to learn today. Read that again.
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of God. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of God?
What are those Republicans that was cheerleading for Donald Trump? Tim Scott, Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson, and there's a few others. And they were hoping to either get vice presidency or a part of the cabinet. They got nothing. Nothing for you. And that's what our people, they're like, but what about us? Even the Latino women who was cheerleading for Trump. He said, all right, we going to get rid of y'all first. Out! Everybody else. And it's crazy. Yeah. And again, I'm not making mockery of our people, but we've been warning people for years upon years. Yeah. And the black church have been our biggest, give me a nice word.
Opposition.
Yeah. Opposition.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
The black church, Bishop, we had you back in November before election time. And right after you had come, then we start seeing Kamala fly down in town. She goes to see Jamal Bryant. She's at the black church. Everybody's praising her. But then now seeing she didn't win and she's just off in the sunset enjoying her life. How should we feel about politicians coming to black churches only when it's time to vote?
Politicians coming to black church. Number one, we must separate from politicians. Actually, I know you're not going to understand this. We got to separate from the black church. The black church, where one time it was the backbone of black society, is detrimental to us now because you have people in authority who are immoral, who are uncivilized, and they have 1 foot in the world and 1 foot in. Give me that Revelation 3:15 about people in the middle. They want to be in the middle of society. Okay, Revelation 3:15.
Revelation chapter 3, verse 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot.
That's our people in the church.
I would that thou were cold or hot.
Meaning either put the Bible down or take the Bible 100% fully. Go ahead.
So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
God said, I'm going to kill you. That's what he's saying. So that's the message to our religious black leaders, our religious black brothers and sisters. A lot of them want to walk the fence in the middle. Christ said, I don't deal with that. You got to be with me 100%. And our people go, no. We want to be part of the world too. Yeah. You know, because they love people. It seems natural to love fame and fortune. Moses had fame and fortune when you read about him. He was Prince of Egypt. Yeah. He gave it up.
Wow.
The Apostle Paul had fame and fortune. As a Pharisee, he was wealthy. Yeah. He gave it up. We got to look at those examples and understand that God must come first in our life. In these last days, if you never understood it before, understand it now. The Lord's word must come first. It must be paramount in our people's minds.
Wow. Sacrifice.
Yes.
That's a real big thing, Bishop. During this time, everybody has a distraction, right?
Yep.
We got Magic City right across the street. There's so many times I see working class people just pulling up there, blowing their money. Everybody's scrolling on their phones all day. It's this viral thing now about lukewarm Christians or lukewarm this. So what does actually committing 100% to Christ look like right now?
Committing 100% to Christ. Give me that in Revelation 14:12. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like in a nutshell. Revelation chapter 14, verse 12.
Revelation chapter 14, verse 12. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus.
That's what it looks like. You must be keeping the commandments of God and have the faith of Jesus the Christ, the black Messiah. Our people, we've grown, you know, when you grow up immoral, you have never been taught morality. You have never been taught how to be civil. You have never been taught diet. You've never been taught ceremony. So when we introduce that to our people, it's like kryptonite. It's like, no, I gotta cover up. I can't show my cleavage. No, you cannot show your cleavage. No, and our people don't get it. A ceremony. God has a list of holidays. I want you to celebrate this. Our people grown up with Christmas, which is non-biblical. Easter rabbits and bunny eggs, which is non-biblical. Mother's Day, non-biblical. Father's Day, non-biblical. Martin Luther King Day, Juneteenth Day, which are now taken away from us, by the way. So the Lord is saying, I'm going to force you. You're either going to come 100% to me or you're going to die. He said, God is getting sick of our people. We will not turn to him. We go, no. Remember Ebony magazine when they had Black Christ on the cover?
And everybody fought it.
Yes, black people fought. No. Yeah. Ebony magazine almost went out of business because black people said, I'm going to unsubscribe. I don't want you no more. And that's a detriment to us. Yeah. So now in these last days, the argument is still Christ is black, we're his people. Let's return. No. Okay. You're going to learn today. You're going to find out this white man's the devil God's been speaking about all this time.